Hey there guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I planned to actually do one video, but then I thought of this topic yesterday. I was just discussing with one of my brothers yesterday. We are having dinner. He's one of my admins in our group, Fragcomm Bangladesh. So, we actually both collect fragrances. We have been doing this for 6 years together. We are good friends and we live with neighbors. So the topic basically I want to discuss today is, can you really afford a fragrance? And I know you're going to judge. I'm going to put that as a title. Many of you will be like, arrogant, snobbish. What do you mean you can afford it? I can definitely afford it. But hear me out. I actually have plenty to say. So just one topic, so I don't want to beat around the bush. Hopefully you're doing good. I just finished reviewing this one, Terre d'Hermès Eau Givre, this fragrance and initial impression. Check it out if you want to know about that one. That's a very interesting perfume. I've been waiting to try it. So yeah, it has been a strange day. We are having some sort of a power failure in Bangladesh. Because we apparently having shortage of fuel and stuff like that, and also prices of our currency fell in front of dollars. So basically we're having some economic issues. So it's time's gonna get difficult from now on, and we're having plenty of this. We didn't have this before in our area. Power failure every day, few times, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. But what it's doing to me is that sleeping disorder, because I don't usually have normal sleeping pattern. Whenever I go to sleep, the electricity boom gone, AC, fan, everything's gone. So recently got a fan, but it's not covering, so I'm not getting enough sleep. So I basically turned off the phones, silent them, like switched them, turned them into silent mode, and I sort of slept like very long time. So I woke up nice, evening time, very relaxed, nice little dinner, and like coffee and tea, everything. Now I'm feeling better. So it's important. Most important thing is your health. Health is your wealth, and you have to take care of your brain. If your brain gets overworked, overcooked, and you put too much pressure, too much running, you have so much high heat and humidity, the stress, jam, a person bound, is bound to get sick. So if you're sick, you cannot enjoy anything. Me, like one whole month I suffered. So basically, yeah, those are not the topic. The topic, as I told you, can you really afford a fragrance? What do I mean by that? Of course, it's a silly question. Everybody can afford anything. It's all about your priorities. Let's say you have a job, you have salary, you get paid on the first of the each month, or 26th, whenever you get. And that point you definitely have cash inflow, and perhaps different people have different sources of income. They have business, they have properties, rental, whatever your income source, you're getting it, right? So it's not like in fragrance game. I assume people who are playing the fragrance game are already spending a lot of money. Even if you're a designer, you're buying affordable like Afnans or Middle Eastern, still you're spending a lot of money from your salary portion. It's a big amount is going. Say some guy is earning $5,000, or some guys earning $50,000. Let's say the 5,000 guy, he's just spending every month 1,000. Is the same as 10,000 from the other guy's salary, right? The portion. So basically, it's the love of fragrance. Many of you have that. Some of you are trying to get into the groups, trying to stay relevant to the group, trying to buy what the reviewers are reviewing, like me. And then you want to get different flavors, different variation from your market. That I have one freshy, I have a oud, I have something spicy, I have something sweet. So I have fragrance that got me covered, 10 different fragrances, Dior Sauvage, I have Prada, Luna Rosa. So people collect different ways. Not everybody is same. This is what many people don't understand, that, when people say, hey, I did not like what you reviewed, your fragrance, I did not like your review, or I did not like the fragrance that you reviewed, it didn't work for me. So that's the beauty of the game. I keep saying it, every reviewer says it. There's no guarantee, there's nothing granted in fragrance game. We buy so many fragrances, there's always a risk to be taken, especially if it's a blind buy. We like it, we may not like it. So that's how you have to play the game. I keep saying it, right? If you really want to play the game, or you want to be in this hobby, you're gonna have to spend money, hard-earned money. So it's up to you if you're gonna be falling for this game, or if you're gonna be so in love with the game that you're gonna be spending that much, or you just like, I'm just gonna buy whenever I feel like. I'll buy one bottle. Let's say I have one fragrance. Let's say I bought Dior Sauvage very cool spray, and I'll use that for whatever months. Maybe I'll finish in 6 months. But then I'll buy another one again. You can be that type. That's the best type, because then you can feed your other hobbies. You can pay for your gas. You can pay for your kids. No, that's not hobby. Kids are not hobby. But then you can pay for other stuff. Okay, you can buy a watch. You can have nice food, nice steak. But not everybody is like in that sort of a dilemma. Some people are rich. Some people are well off. God has given them. They are lucky, and I'm happy for them always. Always be happy for someone's success. When I see someone's driving a better car than me, well off, I always pray for them, because they are in a good place, I hope they appreciate, like being well-being in life, good health, good wealth is not everybody's in luck. Not everybody's lucky. Most of the people in the world are poor. So coming back to this, what can you actually afford a fragrance? It actually applies to everybody, funnily enough, because when so many conditions they come to this play, like I'm going to buy a fragrance, I'm just going to use it. That's just a two usage, like a 2 point. You buy and you use, finish. But some people extend, like some people know that they can do decants, they can sell the decants and they can recover some money, so they invest, okay, and they buy a lot more than they need, okay. Like I have a page, I buy fragrances nowadays 50-50, some for me, some for the page. If there's public demand, people buying it and I can generate income from it, I invest. Sometimes I buy 200 ml. I'll just show you, give you example. I don't need a 200 ml of Dolce & Gabbana like Blue Intense, because I have many other fragrances, but people seem to like that fragrance, so I can sell 70% of it, 30% I can keep for myself, or I can finish it, I buy again. So you see, when you invest in certain fragrances, it's understood that you are buying this for, like some for yourself, some to sell. But not everybody can, I feel, see or predict the future. No one can predict the future, but you have to have certain, how to say, if you are taking risks, I forgot these terms, I studied business, but I forget. You take some of the risks which are, you are like a risk taker or risk averse or averse, that's the term we learned, but I forgot. But basically you take some safe risk, like more safer, like, oh, if I buy, like let's say I'm buying Dior Sauvage, it sells, so next 1 month it's likely it's gonna sell. But if you buy a super niche uber fragrance nobody ever heard of, you live in a hot and humid country, you bought Black Afghano 30 ml for $150, and you expecting that fragrance to sell like hotcake, and you buy again, highly likely it's not gonna sell, and then you're gonna be stuck with the investment. Then you buy some more, thinking like, hey, I'm gonna put some more fragrances to sell, then I'll recover. In that process, you never really recover. You just keep buying and stacking. So now what I realized, I bought many fragrances like that myself, and I cannot afford to keep all of them. What do I mean by that? They are sitting in the cupboard, they're sitting in the collection, they're not selling, obviously, and I'm not using them that much. So what I decided, I'll separate them, find a very good price, so which can actually sell the partial bottles, I can sell off fast, so someone else can enjoy these more than me. Maybe they will use it, they will appreciate it, value it, and I'm going to have more space. So in that way, I cannot afford to keep this fragrance, but I can, logically I can, but I should not. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you are in a dilemma, let's say you're a student, I see many in my country, many people, they don't have that kind of cash. Or I'll just say, without any judgment, I'm not judging you that, oh, you're poor, you don't have much money. Sometimes we do judge. If they're being mean to us, we be mean to them back. We are human, we have some fun. I'm sorry, sometimes, people, I don't know why they claim they're so perfect. Nobody ever admits that they lie, they have a nice stack of, what they have. And then some people drink, people just hide. I don't know, what's the point, what's the point of this hypocrisy? If you are going to be human, you're not going to be an angel, you're not going to be perfect. Everybody has flaws. Nobody admits it. Anyway, so coming back to this one, I know many people, students or working for very limited income, and their life is not that easy. They're thinking like, this could be a good line, since this is very popular. Since I started decanting 2017, now it's a huge trend in Bangladesh. Everybody seems to have a page and everybody seems to be selling, and most people are so desperate, they sort of do like competition with each other, which I don't allow in my group. No decant sales posts in my group, because they actually will destroy the industry. How do they destroy the industry? They think they're so smart, they're giving good deal, and the people they'll get customers, loyal customers, and in future they will start making profit. In the end, nobody pays more. They always want cheap. So your followers will basically take from you, they'll benefit. Let's say you bought a fragrance for $100, right? $100. So 10 ml cost is how much? $10, right? So you sell it for $5. You already are selling it for a less, like you're selling for 50% loss. So in the long run, if you want to make those up, like you want to catch up, you have to be very, very popular, and you have to be very lucky. These two things. And not everybody sell the same. And when you have so many competitors, the profit would be shared. Not everybody is going to buy everything from you. Okay, then in my page, I had the whole fragrance community covered when I started. Everybody bought from me. Then people say, oh, these guys selling, I can also sell. Then 5, 10, 100, thousands of sellers. So what happens now? Not everybody is making a fortune. Most of the time you are buying more than you are selling. So actually we are running on loss, right? But sometimes, like we recover some money, that's okay. But recovering is not doing business. I'm doing a little bit analysis for the people who are doing decanting. If you're listening, you can take note. I'm sharing this from my experience of 6-7 years. So what happens is when you're just, you're that person, hey, I want to recover some cost. It's okay. I have other income. So this money is just bonus money. I'm just needing 50 ml of 100 ml. So that's my thing. But I actually am dependent on the page. And I'm just doing this, charity. When you do charity for business, absolute disaster. Okay, you will be popular for 2 days. People say, hey brother, you are the best, you're the man. And they're thinking in their head, what an idiot, And then even in future you think like, hey, these same people who took from me cheap, now let's see if they actually buy when I sell it for a little bit profit, $20 profit out of 100. Most of the people will say, brother, it used to be so cheap, why is selling for expensive? I can get other places cheaper. Nobody has the loyalty. Most of the people will not be loyal to you. So what I'm saying is, what I'm seeing right now is many people are selling off their perfume just like me. I can sell off like 100 today. I'll still have few hundreds left. But these people have 10 fragrances. They're buying one. Next they're selling it after 2 sprays. When they sell this perfume, for example, take note. You bought it for $65 odd, okay, yesterday. Today you're selling it for $40, $35, because today your fragrance, very well, you cannot sell it for one spray missing for $60 when you bought for $65. No one's going to buy it from you. They'll be like, I'd rather buy a brand new. Why would I buy it from you? Same thing with the brand new car. You buy it today, tomorrow you want to sell, huge price fall. You're not going to get the original price. So in that way, you cannot afford to keep it. And it's not selling and you didn't like it. So 2 things, if you like it or if you can sell it. So this whole thing, like I'm going in deep. In the business perspective, I'm believing many part of the world people are doing decants and stuff. If you have popularity, let's say like I'm lucky because people know me as a reviewer in Bangladesh. They trust me. They have seen that my page has been running for 2006-17 until now, and I am very transparent. You send me the money, I send the product. So far I've been doing this for a number of years and I have a reputation. But many newbies, they don't have that. They don't have that sort of collection. They don't have that sort of a identity. So they want, by the time they grow and become known, it will be like 2 years. So can they afford to survive for this 2 years? So all these things, please keep in your head when you're collecting, when you're thinking like I'm gonna, I see a shop and I think I'm so smart, I'm gonna buy it and sell it tomorrow. You may run losses, and when you run losses, you're wasting your time, and there's nothing worse than wasting your time. Many people are leaving fragrance community. Now the economy is going really bad. I was talking about the economy in Bangladesh. Sri Lanka, you've seen what happened in Sri Lanka. Their economy, boom, fell. In Bangladesh, we are lucky so far until now. COVID, post-COVID, a lot of these disasters, we are still standing because people are very hardworking here. People have to work hard. There's just no option because we are in a poor economy. We have so much corruption. Very few people are rich with all that cheating and stealing. And most of the people are, 95% of or more people are poor or below the line of poverty. So what happens is, very soon, many people who are lower middle class, they're going to start hitting the lower class, like the basic, the class you are poor already. Then you have hard time fighting for food, basic need. So that time you will not be able to focus on luxury like fragrances. So think before investing heavily on fragrances. Nowadays we are seeing prices of perfumes have gone up, skyrocketing. US dollars have gone high. Saudi Riyal, Dubai's currency, everything, the UAE's currency, everything is going up. Ours is falling. So basically everything, the cost is gone high, taxes, everything. So whatever was sold for $40 now something like 65, 70. So the thing is, imagine you are still selling it for the older price. You have to pay the extra price and then have to sell it for a lower price. You're running losses. So is it worth? So I'm saying like, I'm thinking, very soon perhaps the industry will take a big hit worldwide because of the war, whatnot. You have to be careful. Make sure you have enough sufficient budget and fund in your bank or wherever, in your wallet, so you can actually get your more necessity goods. And if you're not playing the game for sometimes, don't worry, you're not going to die without fragrances. What's going to happen is you perhaps a little bit sad, but the thing is survival first, right? This is why I want to do this video. Just a fair caution as a reviewer or a person, because I'm a human also, right? I run a page, I see how people are suffering. They're losing so much money, it just hurts me, like you bought it brand new today, tomorrow you are selling it because you need urgent cash. And then, it's no enjoyment there, right? So be careful, be sensitive, be sensible. Do not fall for following the trend, especially if you are on a budget. Make sure you have enough savings to do your priority. Thank you so much for watching. Always love you and take care and enjoy the game wisely. Take care.